The secret of 5 a.m., the one habit that changed a poor man's life. At this very moment, while most people are sleeping, someone is building their dream, someone is learning a new skill, someone is preparing for an opportunity, someone is changing their future. The difference between success and failure is often invisible. It happens in the quiet moments nobody sees. This is the story of a poor young man who discovered a secret that transformed his life forever. A secret hidden in the first hour of the morning. A secret called 5 a.m. Chapter 1. Trapped. Daniel was 24 years old. Every morning looked exactly the same. Wake up late, rush out the door, work long hours, come home exhausted, sleep, repeat. His tiny apartment was cold and empty. The paint on the walls was peeling. The refrigerator was nearly empty. Bills piled up on the table faster than he could pay them. Every month felt like a battle he was losing. Sometimes he would sit alone in the dark, staring at the ceiling. He wasn't afraid of hard work. What terrified him was the feeling that his life would never change. Years were passing, dreams were fading. Hope was becoming harder to hold on to. One rainy evening, after another exhausting day, Daniel sat on a bench in a nearly empty park. His clothes were soaked, his shoes were worn out, his bank account was almost empty. For the first time, he quietly asked himself, "Is this all my life will ever be?" Chapter 2. The Old Man. As as Daniel sat there, an elderly man slowly approached and took a seat beside him. The old man noticed the sadness in Daniel's eyes. "You look like you're carrying the weight of the world." Daniel laughed bitterly. "I am." For the next few minutes, he told the old man everything. The debt, the frustration, the disappointment, the dreams he once had, the dreams he was beginning to give up on. The old man listened carefully. Then he smiled. Not a mocking smile, a knowing smile. The kind of smile from someone who has walked through difficult seasons. Finally, the old man said, "Your future is hidden in the first hour of your morning." Daniel frowned. "What does that even mean?" The old man leaned closer. "It means most people spend their mornings reacting to life. The successful spend their mornings creating life." Then he gave Daniel a challenge. For the next 6 months, wake up at 5 a.m. every single day. No excuses. No exceptions. Use that time to become better than you were yesterday. Daniel almost laughed. How could waking up early solve his problems? But something about the old man's confidence made him curious. Before leaving, the old man turned around and said, "Your life changes the day you stop negotiating with your potential." Chapter 3. The Battle. The next morning, the alarm rang. 5 a.m. The room was cold, dark, silent. Daniel opened his eyes. His body screamed for more sleep. His mind immediately started making excuses. "You can start tomorrow. You need rest. One day won't matter." He reached toward the alarm. For a moment, he almost hit snooze. Then he remembered the old man's words. Slowly, he sat up. That first morning felt like climbing a mountain. The second morning felt worse. The third morning felt impossible. Every day became a battle between comfort and growth. Comfort always had a convincing argument. Growth only offered a promise. Yet Daniel kept choosing growth. One morning at a time. Chapter 4. The Transformation. Begins at first, nothing happened. No miracle, no sudden success, no dramatic breakthrough, just quiet mornings. But those mornings began to change him. He started reading books about success, money, discipline, and self-improvement. He exercised. He learned valuable skills online. He wrote down goals. He planned his future. For the first time in years, he felt direction. For the first time in years, he felt hope. Every morning, he became slightly stronger, slightly wiser, slightly more confident. The changes were small, almost invisible, but they were happening. Chapter 5. The Breaking Point. 3 months later, life became harder. Unexpected expenses appeared. His boss criticized his performance. Some friends mocked his new routine. You wake up at 5 a.m. for what? You think that's going to make you rich? Slowly, doubt returned. One morning, Daniel stared at the alarm clock. 5 a.m. He was exhausted, discouraged, frustrated. He wanted to quit. Nobody would know. Nobody would care. Then he looked around his room. He realized something. The person he used to be would quit. The person he was becoming would not. That morning, he got out of bed, and everything changed. Because true transformation begins when motivation disappears and discipline takes over. Chapter 6. Results. Months passed. The skills Daniel learned helped him earn additional income. His confidence grew, his communication improved, his health improved. New opportunities appeared. People began noticing the change, the same people who laughed. "What are you doing differently?" The answer sounded simple. "I wake up at 5 a.m." But the truth was deeper. 5 a.m. wasn't the secret. The secret was consistency. The secret was discipline. The secret was becoming the type of person who does what needs to be done, even when they don't feel like doing it. 1 year later. 1 year after that rainy evening, Daniel returned to the same park bench. His life looked completely different. Not perfect, but different. He was healthier, stronger, more confident, more successful. Most importantly, he believed in himself. The old man was sitting there again, as if he had been waiting. Daniel smiled. "Thank you." The old man nodded. "So tell me, did waking up at 5 a.m. make you successful?" Daniel thought carefully. Then he replied, "No. Waking up at 5 a.m. didn't change my life. The discipline I built by waking up at 5 a.m. changed my life." The old man smiled, because that was the lesson all along. Powerful closing message. The truth is, success is rarely created in public. Success is built in private, while others are sleeping, while others are scrolling, while others are making excuses. Your future is being shaped by what you do every day, not once, not occasionally, every day. The alarm clock will ring tomorrow morning, and when it does, you will face the same choice Daniel faced: comfort or growth, excuses or discipline. The life you want may be closer than you think. It may be waiting on the other side of a single habit, a single decision, a single morning. Remember, small disciplines repeated daily create extraordinary lives. So tomorrow, when the alarm rings, wake up, show up, and begin becoming the person you were meant to be, because your future is hidden in the first hour of your morning.